One of the advantages of a fairly low carbon life, living fairly simply, is that you don't have to work 40, 50 hours a week to sustain that lifestyle. We can do it in about 25 hours a week paid, which does mean that you've got a bit more time to take that longer bit of time to do your distance travel, and that's got the added benefit that it's more relaxing. Generally speaking, what we tend to do in our transport is if it's close, let's say it's within 1 kilometre. So the supermarket's within 1 kilometre or the park there is within 1 kilometre, we just walk there, And it probably takes you less time than it does to get in the car and go there anyway. So if it's less than about 1 kilometre, we walk there. If it's less than about 5 or 10 kilometres, we'll ride our bike. So we play tennis over at the university, we ride our bikes there, anything within about 10k. Further than that, yeah, it's going to take you a bit of time on your bike. So what we tend to do is put our bike on the train, and you can do that in off-peak hours, no problem at all. You take the train to the nearest station, then you just take your bike off the train and you ride that last, 5 or 10 kilometres. And that actually turns out to be really good for our health. We're getting a lot of exercise. I was kind of thinking the other day, oh gee, I haven't swum laps in the pool or I haven't been for a jog for a while. But then I thought, actually, I don't need to. I'm getting all this exercise almost every day on my bike anyway. So if I need to go interstate, and we do sometimes, you need to get down to Sydney for a meeting or Melbourne, then we don't fly domestically because of the carbon footprint of those flights. So we haven't flown domestically for a long time. And it's actually easier than you think. You can get on the train in Brisbane, go overnight, get into Sydney the next morning, pretty much get on another train to Melbourne. You're there within about 24 hours. And I actually look forward to those trips because I save up movies on my laptop that I don't get a chance to look at otherwise. And that's my chance for looking at a few movies or reading a book. It's kind of like it's an extension of our normal everyday life, where we're doing public transport to get around Brisbane, and now we're using public transport to go further afield. And it's also an extension of our mindset of being just living life at a slightly slower pace, taking a little bit more time to get places. During that little bit more time, you can think a bit, you can appreciate your surroundings, you can appreciate life. It's not this frenetic pace of I've got to get from here to here, then here and here. So it just slows it all down a little bit. So it's kind of all connected to that work-life balance, that slower pace of life where you can appreciate things a bit more and you can be more contented in life, really.